So many women come to me saying, I have big dreams, I just don't know how to start. But the truth is, you do know. You're just waiting for permission, the perfect moment, or to feel ready. But let this video be your permission slip. Here's how to just get started and start achieving your goals fast. And by the way, I want to preface this with the fact that you probably don't think you're capable because people aren't talking about these things. Some people might say, oh, I wish I could do this, I want to do that, but it never happens. But the true conversations that happen when people are successful don't tend to really happen amongst friends and peer groups. They basically happen after all the action, when people see the accolades and all the amazing things that are happening in the person's life, because the people who are actually achieving are taking action. The women who are achieving amazing things, smashing all of their goals, it's not that they don't want you to know or they don't like to have these conversations. There's nothing more that a successful woman loves than finding someone who is like-minded to have a conversation about their goals, dreams and aspirations with. However, finding the time to actually organise these things and attend these events, it's like you have to prioritise these things on a scale. It's like, do I need to get the work done, or do I actually want to go and attend, or do I want to make time for all of these things? And of course you want to make time, but the truth is that quite often we can be a bit more lax in terms of setting up all of these things. And when you're being super successful and you have goals, that sometimes takes the forefront, okay? So you might not realize all of this is going on for other people, but it is, okay? Other women just like you are achieving their biggest, wildest, most incredible dreams, and they're working towards it every single day. So here is how you are going to start beautiful. So I want you to understand that your why is your fuel. So what I need you to know is that you hear this all the time, okay? And we've got the book by Simon Sinek, Find Your Why, and it's an amazing book and people talk about it and it's fab. But it's not just like find your why, find the surface level reason. It's like there is a reason why you have a certain goal. There is a reason why you have an aspiration. Say, for example, you want to start a business, or like, let's not even just stick to career goals here. You want to start a family. You want to find an incredible husband. You have a desire to do this, but why is that? You will find that the reason you're so passionate and motivated and you have the drive is because doing this thing, achieving this thing, aligns very, very closely with your highest life values and your life purpose. So if you're looking to find the perfect husband, it's not because you're like, oh, I just want a partner in life. It's probably because deep within you, you have strong family values. You probably value partnership, connection, somebody to be with you, to support you, and to also support them and just have this incredible relationship in life and share these memories. So it's all tied down to your values. If you want to start a business and you're a mama, I am very sure that it's not because you want to be featured on some list of successes in some newspaper or win accolades. Maybe you do, okay? But I reckon that deep down in your heart, it's because you want to say goodbye to your corporate job, or you want to stop feeling like you are struggling with in terms of your energy and balancing time with your children. You want to be at home and you want to decide when you work. Because as women, we are like unstoppable. The fact that we have children, we have all this on the go, the amount of focused work that we can do in a very short space of time when our children are asleep, it's like I challenge anybody on the planet, even Elon Musk, to match what we can make happen in those short amounts of time. But we don't believe in ourselves. So the truth is, you have big dreams, you just don't know how to start. But really, you're just waiting for permission. You're waiting for the perfect moment to come up, or you're waiting to just feel ready. And until you know why you really want this, you're not going to act on it. So is it to create freedom for yourself and your family? Is it to feel fulfilled? Is it to show your children what's possible? Your why is going to align with your deepest core values, how you want to feel. So that's your first step, beautiful. Write it down, feel it. If your why doesn't make you feel emotional, it's not deep enough yet. You need to get to the core of that. Maybe you're totally longing for this, because why? I want you to write me your why in the comments. Make it happen, make it concrete, bring it into the physical world, because when you do this, things will change. They really start to change for you. So I'm not gonna take forever on this, but step 2, you're gonna map out your dream outcome. You are mapping out. So I've spoken about this before, what does success actually look like for you? And not stuff vague, abundance or freedom or clarity. I mean, that means nothing. Real details. What does a day in your dream life look like? I remember mapping that out. I was taking an online program about 4 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. Just over 3.5 years ago. And they asked the question, I heard this before and I'd done this before, but I really took it seriously. Map it out in real detail. What does your life look like? And I'd started to look at things where I wanted to go in that direction. For example, I'd started to look at moving to a different location. I'd started to look at various other aspects of my life and how it would all fit together. So I'd been looking for inspiration. So I actually mapped it out in my mind. I literally went into a deep meditation state where I could actually visualize being there and what I would do on a daily basis and how I would feel, and just the whole vibe of the thing, the whole calm, relaxed, chilled, free, airy, that's coming to mind, just light, airy, free. And let me tell you that when I mapped that out, when I went through the exact details, when I just felt so aligned with what I was visualizing and I wrote it down, for some reason, it happened so fast, so fast. And it was crazy because it was everything just lined up and it happened, big changes. And I didn't even just think and map out the dream outcome, but I started actually taking action. And I'm going to move on to that in a second. But again, on your page, map it out in real detail, vivid detail. This becomes your manifestation blueprint. Literally write it down. Step. It could be in bullet points. It could be a mind map. However you visualize it and like to write things down, do that. Step 3 of 4. You're going to step into the architect of that reality. You are the architect of your entire life. Where you are right now, you've designed that. You are the architect. You, along with God, your creator, has helped you to make that happen, has facilitated that for you. So you got yourself here to where you are right now. I want to give yourself a massive hug right now and say well done, because you're here, you're standing, you've survived everything that's happened, and now it's your time to thrive. You've achieved some amazing things already. You're doing incredible already. But now you're going to ask yourself, who is the version of me, the higher version of me, ready to step into this, who already has this? And these are some prompts for you, okay, that you can answer these in the comments or in your journal. Feel free to pause if this is going to help you to take some time on this. So how does she show up every day? Your higher self. That's what it's all about. How are you showing up every day? It's not how you look. It's what are you doing, who you are. Who are you? So what are your habits? And I'm going to go into this in a few podcasts in future, because I've got some incredible tips for you to make sure that your habits are so flawless that your life you can make quantum leaps the fastest you ever have in your life, and you'll feel so inspired, so empowered, so incredibly just able to do everything. But for now, what are her habits? What does she say yes to and no to? How does she carry herself through life? What does she believe about herself no matter what happens, no matter what situation you are in? This dream isn't separate from you. It's the frequency that you're aligning with. You're just aligning with it. You're just becoming her, just stepping further into that every day. It's just refining your actions, your mindset every day until you just get closer to that higher self that you're meant to be, your best self. Like I tell my daughter, your best self. So the final step is to make a plan and start messy. I actually talked about this in the previous episode. I'm sure it was the previous one where I talked about how to transform your life without a life coach. So you're going to make a plan and you're going to start messy. I'll go into that in a little bit more depth, but essentially you're going to reverse engineer it. So what that means is you are going to say, well, I know this is my outcome. I know this is what I want to achieve. How do I get there? What steps do I take? Now, you don't need to know every single step. You do not. And you cannot, because things will change and flow and everything will just work out itself. But it's about taking the first aligned step. It's about being energized and moving very, very, with real power in that direction. So I'm going to give you an example. You don't need to know every step. You just need to take the first one. So let's say that your dream is to start an online business through YouTube. I'm going to give you this example here because this is something that I know that a lot of mamas, women, they would love to do. And I know that I'm not going to go into online business. I think we've all seen so many. I mean, you maybe have an online business or even an in-person business. We've all seen all of these sort of snake oil stuff. And, there's no doubt that it's very possible to have an online business. I think people are a bit disillusioned. So we're not going to go into the outcomes of that. But what we're going to go into is just say that you want to start a successful YouTube channel. Okay, you've been listening to channels like this one and other ones and you're like, wait, I want to do that. I'm motivated, I'm inspired, I want to share something with the world. I want to help people. So say that's your dream. Well, how are you going to do it? Here's how you could start. You're going to pick a niche that you are obsessed with. Well, I hope that you can tell when I'm talking that I am obsessed with personal development, with manifestation, with improving your life, with making the best of your life, being your best self. That's all I talk about on here. I could talk about it for 1 billion years because that's all I spend my life doing. So you're going to pick a niche that you're obsessed with and you're going to make a list of 10 video topics. Okay, if you want, you can break it down into 3 different categories or 4. You look at my playlist. I've got 1 million playlist categories, but you could just make a list of 10 topics that you're interested in. And I'm not going to get strategic here, okay? Because people will say, oh, don't start until you have a precise niche. Only make 10 videos on this particular topic so that the algorithm knows what you're talking about and directs the right people to you. That's true. But I also believe in energy. And I also believe in the fact that you are an extremely valuable person with so much wisdom to give that when you share that with the world, that will get to the right people no matter what. And there will be common themes in what you're saying. So you could literally make a list of those 10 videos. You could go onto Canva and create your channel banner and your name. Open your YouTube channel. You could film a 2-minute intro video on your phone, or like me, if you're a mama, who, by the way, I used to have another YouTube channel where I have to show up with my hair and makeup done. I used to have to get the lighting right, do the set, all of that. No, I'm not doing that anymore. Why? Because I want to share my message. I want to share my message and I want to do it in a way that I can literally create content every single day. If I was having to film and make sure lighting was set up and my makeup was done and my hair, and I could only do it at a certain time, no, that's not going to work for me. I'm not going to get the value out there. So instead, I show up every day. I don't edit. I don't do anything. I literally plan my video the night before. I come in, I record, it's done. I upload, that's it. So you can film an intro video on your phone, or like me, you can just record something and then put it online. And you really want to be consistent, so upload once a week consistently. I'd say at least I mean, I'm uploading 5 days a week, but that's just because I'm so passionate. Like, I really want to get my message out. This isn't a hardship for me. This is something that I am very passionate about. I have so much to share. And you're probably thinking, oh my God, 10 videos? What if I don't have any ideas after that? This is what I do. I basically go through life, and the challenges that I'm facing, the realizations that I'm having, I will basically make a note of them on my Google list. Like I told you before, I use all the Google products and I absolutely love them. So what do? You go on your phone app, whatever app you have, and you just start writing video ideas. Every time they come up, add one to your list. And before you know it, you're going to be like, oh, I've got so many ideas and I'm really inspired because I can talk about these. I can really instill some wisdom that I have learned and share some wisdom that I've learned and help others about this. So you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be flawless, but you're going to learn and you're going to refine it as you go. Let me tell you, from someone who is a recovering perfectionist, done is better than perfect. And sometimes you will work so hard at something, on one particular thing, that doesn't even really mean that much. And you'll refine it to the point that it's perfect. But maybe, just maybe, there was some beauty in the version, like 10 versions before that wasn't so perfect. Maybe you're giving somebody else the freedom and the potential and the inspiration to do something messy. That's priceless. You don't know what effect you're having on people. I can come in here and record a video and upload it, and there could be mistakes and grammatical errors, or I've not done something properly, or a sneeze or whatever. I don't care. I used to spend hours editing, doing all this stuff. No, I'm not doing anything exciting, fancy. I'm sharing my message. And I know that you guys understand. So that's it. You're going to start messy. You're going to adjust as you move. You're going to gain clarity through action and not through overthinking. But I want you to know that your dream life isn't waiting for you someday. It's waiting for you to say yes. You're the one that has to take the steps. Taking the action, making the move, saying yes today, that is your signal to the universe. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. And that's why you need your why. To go forward, not just like, oh, okay, let's do this. Let's make a list of 10 videos. It's like, no, I want to do this. I'm going to do it. It's the energy you're putting forward with it. But it's you. It's all up to you. And it can happen today. It can happen next decade or never. It's up to you. But imagine how much more progress you're going to make if you start today. So this is exciting. But if you're someone who would love some personal guidance as you map out your dream reality, then I want you to know that I created the Spark Activation just for you. The Spark Activation is your next step. It's a personalized, private video deep dive designed to give you clarity, strategy, and aligned steps forward based on all the needs that you have in your life and just support you to start your journey. So you can grab yours now. In the description, just search for Spark Activation. You'll find it down there in the description. Or you can go to shop.mrsmanifestation.com.spark and you'll find all the details on how you can organise that there. But I hope that this video has meant something to you. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get my next videos. My next video, I drop videos every day, Monday to Fridays, at 6 p.m. UK time. I am so committed to helping you guys and you beautiful women, I should say, to be your best self, to live with that enthusiasm, that spark, that drive, that energy, because I know you can get there. And I'm so excited for that. And I'm excited to see you in the next episode, but also in the Spark Activation, because that is your next step. So the link's below, and I'll see you in the next one.